Japan has the lowest obesity rate of any major country in the world, just 3%. Compare that to 34% in the United States. Walk down a street in Japan and it is genuinely rare to see an overweight woman. This is not a mystery, and it is not genetics. It comes down to a small number of daily habits most Western women have simply never been taught. Before we get into what those habits are, here is something important to understand, and it is the reason this video exists. For most women, constipation and bloating are not a disease. They are not something broken inside you that needs a diagnosis. In the vast majority of cases, they are a recurring effect of what you eat, how much you move, how much water you drink, and how your gut bacteria are being fed or starved every single day. That distinction matters because actress Cybill Shepherd lived with the opposite belief for 2 decades. She has said publicly, "I struggled with recurring constipation, abdominal pain, and bloating for more than 20 years because I didn't talk openly to my doctor about all of my symptoms." 20 years. Not because there was no solution. Because she, like millions of women, assumed it was something to be embarrassed about, something to live with quietly, rather than something with a real, addressable cause. She eventually became a public advocate, specifically encouraging women to stop staying silent about constipation. Here is what almost nobody explains clearly about why women experience this so much more than men. Women are significantly more likely to experience chronic constipation and bloating, and part of the reason is structural. Hormonal fluctuations, particularly progesterone, slow down gut motility, the speed at which food moves through your digestive tract. This is part of why bloating tends to worsen around certain points in the menstrual cycle. Add a Western diet that is typically low in fiber and high in processed food, and you have a gut environment that is working against you by default. Japan's traditional diet does the opposite, and it has nothing to do with extreme restriction or expensive supplements. So here are 5 things, drawn directly from traditional Japanese eating and movement habits, that actually support regular digestion and reduce bloating. Number 1. Fermented foods, daily, not occasionally. Miso, natto, and pickled vegetables are eaten as a normal part of meals, not as a trend. These foods are rich in probiotics, the beneficial bacteria your gut needs to function properly. Research has shown that fermented foods support a healthier balance of gut bacteria, which directly reduces gas, bloating, and irregularity. Number 2. Both types of fiber, not just one. The traditional Japanese diet includes insoluble fiber from foods like burdock root, sweet potato, and brown rice, which adds bulk to stool and physically helps move it through your digestive tract. It also includes soluble fiber from foods like okra and natto, which feeds your gut bacteria directly. Most Western diets lean heavily on one or neither. You need both. Number 3. Smaller meals, eaten slowly. Japanese eating culture emphasizes mindful, slower eating, smaller portions, and proper chewing. Eating quickly and eating large meals both increase gas and bloating because your digestive system is forced to process more volume faster than it is designed to. Number 4. Movement immediately after eating, not lying down. A short walk, or even light stretching, after a meal is a common practice in Japan. This is not exercise in the gym sense. It is simply enough movement to stimulate digestion and intestinal motility, instead of letting your gut sit idle right when it needs to be working. Number 5. Consistent meal timing, especially breakfast. Skipping meals, particularly breakfast, disrupts the natural rhythm your digestive system relies on for regularity. Eating at consistent times each day, even simply, helps train your gut to function predictably. None of these 5 things require a diagnosis, a prescription, or a single supplement. They require consistency, and they require knowing that what you eat and how you eat it directly determines how your gut behaves, the same way it does for the women in the country with the lowest obesity rate in the world. Cybill Shepherd spent 20 years staying silent about a problem that had real, identifiable causes the entire time. You do not need 20 years. You needed 5 habits, and now you know them. Share this with a woman who has been quietly dealing with bloating or constipation and thought it was just something to live with. Subscribe to HealthaWoman, science-backed women's health every week. Your body is not broken. It is just waiting for you to understand it.